First oil change since the tune. I expect to see some type of metallic debris on the tip of the oil bolt. I mean, it's a new build, so you gotta expect to have some. So you can even see it a little bit. You can see it a little bit in the oil. Nothing to worry about. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This oil was pretty fresh. This is the oil change right before I took it to get tuned. So obviously it's a tiny bit dirty, and you will see some obviously built up debris from, you know, fresh bearings and all of that shit. Even look at the tip of the oil bolt, what it collected. So a lot of people get worried after a new build and they see a little bit of residue, but it's pretty normal. I'm actually gonna clean this off real quick. Let's see. So look at that. Sludge, not sludge, but debris. That's all it is, it's just debris. Trying to do this with these messy hands, and this ain't big enough to collect all this oil, so I'm gonna stop it for a second. Plug it real quick. And then I'm gonna empty this out into a bucket I have over there and collect the rest of it. Clean everything up. Get the old oil filter off, new oil filter on. Throw some fresh oil in there and let it run for a little while. But yeah, that little bit of debris that you see, that normally clears up after a few oil changes. You know, but you gotta expect that the engine has to break in. You know, it's a brand new engine, so all those little metallic debris and whatever, it just has to all collect after a few oil cycles, oil changes, I should say. Well, yeah, you call them oil cycles. And then after that, you'll see the oil more clear and normal. So, got the old filter off, new filter on. Slightly big. I got a few of these laying around. I got the shorter version, I got the longer version. I just threw the longer version on this time. Hands tight, cleaned everything up. Oil bolt back on. Rest of the oil that came from the filter. Yeah, you can see it. You can still see some of the little bit of metallic debris. That's okay though. She's good. Gonna throw the fresh oil in. I'm running 1040, 10W40. Gonna throw in there and warm up. Let the oil cycle through. Blah, blah, blah. Get the oil pressure, as we always do. Let it heat up for a little bit. Get some heat in her. And she'll be good. Although I'm not doing nothing with her. Again, this is the fresh oil change since I took it to get tuned. The first oil change since I took it to get tuned. So, although I'm not putting any real mileage on it at all, except for idling, it don't hurt to change the oil. So yeah. That's one thing I actually like about this. I know it's simple, but I just love how it acts as the, obviously the oil cap and the breather for the catch can all in one. I think that's pretty dope. And it just tightens down like so. Super simple. I can't find my other AN wrench. These ones are direct fit, so they can't really just yank them off like the other convenient ones. All right. Everything is everything. Let's go for a crank. There she go. Not bad. Oil pressure sitting around 44, 43. Probably when it really fully warms up, it should sit maybe around 40-ish, 39, 40, which is pretty good for fully warmed up, idling at around, I don't know, 980 to about 1,000 RPMs. It's pretty normal, so that's nothing to fret over. She good though. I'm gonna let it just chill out, warm up a little bit, and I'll shut it down. So yeah, fully warmed up, sitting at about 43-ish PSI, so pretty good. She chilling, sitting at around 195. It's a 180-degree thermostat, but it kind of chills out around 195, 197. But I think that I might have these fans set wrong. Not wrong, but probably not set optimal. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, it doesn't overheat or nothing, so not a huge deal. Maybe something I'll look into in another time, but yep. So yeah, all in all, car is running good. Had no issues since the tune. By the way, this is just a catch up for anybody that follows the channel and you're just wondering. Like you seen on the tune video, everything went well. The car made good power. Had to cut it short because I was -2 gears in my 80E. Don't know what that was about, but I did buy the thing off Marketplace, so I'm not surprised. It was using a stock converter. I still got the 7.5-inch rear in this car, and we all know that's not the most trustworthy unless you like built it to the balls. And the only thing that thing has is a mini spool I put in the rear. It still has the stock 256 gears in the rear, so that's the only reason we was able to tune the car using second gear of the 80E plus those long ass 256 gears. It was enough to it was enough for the dyno for us to tune it. So it made good power. It made around 650. Pump gas, pump 93. About 13 degrees of timing, something like that. Oh, was it? I don't know. I know the timing was super conservative, and it made around close to 13 pounds. So it was super conservative. That's where I've been at with the car. I've been trying my best to save some money so I can yank this transmission out and have it sent out. I have a transmission guy I found towards South Jersey. He's really good. He gave me some good pointers. I already bought the shift kit for it. The Transgo shift kit. I'm just waiting on that. Also, the minor upgrades that I have to make before I go back to get it tuned. Somehow, I think we might have messed up the head gaskets on each side, which is weird. But it is a stock style head gasket. It's not the LS9, even though LS9 is a stock gasket. What I'm saying is it's not a boost friendly gasket, head gasket maybe, I don't know. But so I think we went through the gasket slightly because it's weeping radiator fluid from the rear of each head. No cracks or nothing. It's just weeping right from where obviously the head gasket is. But it's not mixing with the oil or nothing like that, so that's a good thing. And I don't really drive the car, so it's no issues. It's causing no damage. The car just has idling time since the since the tune. But yeah, that happened during tuning, so I have to address that. So the remedy for that, me and a tuner spoke about it. LS9 head gaskets. Probably get those from BTR, Brian Tooley Racing. And I'm gonna go with studs. I'm gonna go with head studs. Yeah, ARP head studs. Because right now it's head bolts in it. Stock replacement head bolts. Like I said, it was a fresh rebuild from Promar Engines, which is in Paterson, New Jersey. And I got no complaints, but they just do stock rebuilds. You know what I'm saying? They don't do, I'm not going to say they don't do race ready rebuilds, but when I try to speak to him about it and told him things I'm going to do, he just explained like, oh, you know, we only do this, we do that. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll let him do it. Which in hindsight, I wish I would have just not went that route and I'd have just tore the motor down myself. Went with the head gaskets I wanted to go with, clean everything up, put it back together, and it would have been fine. But me thinking, oh, peace of mind, I just send it to a engine shop, obviously, because they know what they're doing, which they do. You know, they did. The motor runs great. Other side, you know, aside from the little small head gasket issue I have, as a result of me probably putting boost on the car, but it's okay. The car did good. I'm just going to tear it back down, slightly. Head gaskets, ARP head studs, and I'm going to address the transmission. And I'm going to go with probably a Circle D converter. I'm going to get that spec'd out. I'm going to have to call them up and give them the specs on the car, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to go from there. Now, as far as my rear end, you know, we all know it's a 7.5. Now, I have 373 gears for it in the house, and they're brand new. I don't know how to set gears, and I never have. That's the only reason I haven't touched it. Now, ultimately, I'm going to go with a 9.5. I said 9.5. I'm bugging. Ultimately, I'm going to go with a 4.9, and I got it spec'd out already. I just don't got the money for that right now. So, for now, I think I'm going to do the 373s in the, I'm going to do the 373s in the 7.5. I'm going to spec the converter out for 373 gearing with my cam and setup, the weight of my car, blah, 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 blah. And I should get a decent converter, because when I switch over to the 4.9, I'm still gonna, that's my gear ratio I'll plan to go with anyway, which, you know, 370, 373. I think the 4.9s have like a 370 option or 371 or something like that, which is close to 373. So I should still be all right converter wise once I do that. But anyway, once I do the converter, trans, adjust the rear, head studs, head gasket, I can go back for a tune. Not only can I go back for a tune, but I can actually enjoy the car a little bit. Not saying I'm going to put hard seat time on it, because I don't trust a 7.5 rear end that much. Not on a halfway sticky tire, at least. So, you know, that's my plans for the car. And I'm going to get it done. I just, you know, I got holiday season coming up. My daughter's birthday just passed in October. You got December coming. And I got a new kid on the way. A little girl. She will be born February 14th. Ain't that some shit? So God willing, everything goes well. But we'll see. We'll see. That's my plans. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated every little thing I do. You know, first thing that might get addressed first is the transmission and the converter. That is the first thing I want to do actually. So that's my plans. I gotta save up a few bucks for that. And yeah, it's the cold season, so things gonna be a little slow, but I'm gonna try my best, man. We might be going into a government shutdown soon, December 17th, and I work security in the airport, and it directly affects me because I work under the government. So I mean, I'm hoping that could be avoided, but it is what it is, and we have to come to work. You know, by law, we gotta still work, although we're being furloughed. So, in other words, working without pay. So that will slow me down a bit as well, because, you know, we all know the bills don't stop. So yeah, I just got to go about it the best way I can, but it's okay. You know, these things happen in life. You know, you get curveballs all the time. So, you know, I say that to say, you know, no matter where you at, with your build or what you got going on. Just, you know, don't give up. A lot of people get discouraged and they give up, or they want to sell a project or whatever. You know, whatever you do, it's your business. But I'm just saying, you know, this is a lifestyle and a passion. For some people, it's just a hobby, and that's okay too. But, you know, it's a little bit all of that to me. It's a hobby, it's a lifestyle, it's a passion. So, you know, I'm deep in. So, you know, just take your time wherever you at. No matter how small the progress may seem, it's progress. So, you know, you got to look at it like that. Just keep doing what you're doing. But, yeah, hopefully next video you'll see a big hurdle somewhere with the car. Hopefully transmission and convertible. We'll see. Y'all stay safe, man. Get to it. Keep doing your thing. Whatever you do, do it. You know, I don't care how small the project is, how big it is. Do a little something. You will get somewhere. Y'all stay up.